Good evening or morning or afternoon wherever you are in the world. Welcome to something new for my channel. May I introduce you to my first race in the Vortex Racing League. I'm very excited to join VRL, who've recently been featured on the Codemasters F1 blog. I'm just going to say right now, this is the first kind of league proper racing online that I've ever done, so I was going into this with not many expectations at all. Just joined because I want to get better at the game, really. I've got one or two wins on 3-lap races, but not really dominated any yet. So anyway, just going through qualifying at the moment. This is my best lap, so with my banker lap I got 6th provisionally on the grid, and this was my flying lap, or what turned out to be my fastest lap. So yeah, we're back around Malaysia, as you can see, for round 1. Bit of a custom calendar which we'll work through as the weeks go by. So yeah, as you can see, I'm up on my current fastest time. I was aiming for 5th, really, trying to get Alonso fan there, see if I could nab him. And yeah, I was pretty happy with this lap. Wasn't pushing all the way, as I didn't want to wreck the tyres or wreck the chance of getting a second lap in. And once again, through Sector 2 we're up by quite a bit, so we're feeling quite good at this point, and knowing that if we kept it on the road we were going to get another flying lap in. This corner I find really tricky. I find the car gets really unstable at the back all the way through, and I've not really mastered that corner at all, so I think I was losing a lot of time through there. So yeah, going into the last corner, trying to gain as much speed as possible, getting the DRS open, and the time gives us 5th. It gave us 5th. So yeah, I was pretty happy at that. I say that turned out to be my fastest lap. I personally think I would have gone quicker. This was my final attempt, and I was a little bit annoyed with this Sauber, who really should have seen me coming, compromised my line into this corner and kind of ruined my lap, really. As you can see, I was up anyway even with that mistake, and I then pushed far too hard into this corner, ran wide, got on the dirt, and that was the lap gone. So as it's my first race, I'm not really sure what the stewards would have thought about that. I'll leave them to that. So, quick rundown of the grid. Italian Blue on pole, Kev 2nd, Jealousy 3rd, Ricky 4th, Pagey 5th, Alonso fan 6th, and me in 7th. So yeah, at least I wasn't last. But clearly some work to do in the race. So, starting from 7th, just trying to concentrate on getting a good start. I'm generally quite good on the starts, and sure enough I got Alonso fan straight away up into 6th. Now using all my curves, got alongside Pagey, took 5th, braked early, but I think we all maybe were suffering a bit from heavy fuel loads, and I think I just lost the rear slash, got tapped, and yeah, ruined what was a good start and put us 9th and quickly up to 8th as we got past the guy in the Sauber. Alonso fan was struggling, so we nabbed him and got 7th. And I think my thoughts along this straight were like, okay, just keep it smooth, just get into... Oh, that's not getting into a rhythm. So yeah, really bad start. I think I just forgot that if you spin up the tyres and get them too warm in this game, if you try and take a corner normally and try and press with the traction out of the next corner, that is going to happen pretty much every time. Yeah, I was struggling all the way here with the tyres. As you can see on the indicator on the right there, the rear tyres were still a bit too warm, and the guy in the Sauber was all over me, and then overcooked this corner, missed my braking. He touches me a little bit, and then comes our first incident in the race, which really annoyed me. Where on earth was I meant to go there? I had the inside of the corner. The corner was not 50-50 but more mine, and he just turns in on me. Yeah, I don't quite know what to make of that. In the end, it didn't really make any difference to the race, but it was the same guy who blocked me in qualifying, and I'm afraid that wasn't it. So we came over to finish lap 1, stone dead last, and yeah, I said it wasn't over. I saw that someone was off around the hairpin, so I thought, ooh, let's take this carefully. Saw that it's the guy in the Sauber, think, okay, I'll go around the outside of him, don't turn in, and he just hits me. He comes off not that great either, and in the end decides to quit. But I'm not saying kick him out of the league, but just have a word with him. Someone needs to have a word with him, because that was 3 incidents there against me, which I wasn't all too impressed with. So yeah, that pretty much put me on a massive disadvantage. So it just turned into a bit of a test session, really, see what my pace was like against the other guys. And yeah, trying to see if I could make any inroads on Alonso Fan in 7th. I just really couldn't get a rhythm together where I was consistently able to pull Alonso Fan in. It dipped around. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is where it went even more wrong. Tyres were going off, lost the back end, and ended up in the wall. So if I wasn't in trouble before, I was even more in trouble now. In a way, though, it kind of worked well with tyre strategy. I was able to come in and thought, get it on the hard tyre, and try and see if we could get to the end of the race with just the one stop. So yeah, that was the plan.
Stay clear of the white line, we don't want a penalty. You have no more scheduled pit stops.
So as we look to try and get something out of this race, first of all we had to navigate the lap of cold tyres, and yeah, it was a little bit tricky going through the long turn 1 there. And as we go through the first sector, that really shows you that the mountain I had to climb was pretty much a full minute behind Alonso Fan, and yeah, I think I was just thinking, let's just ride it out and see what we can do. But things started to turn up for the better, really. I don't know whether Alonso was struggling with tyres or whatnot, but I was seeming to able to pull in a lot of time on him, and then we overtook him. He had a problem, was ghosted out there, and we took 7th. So it would have been nice to race wheel to wheel with Alonso Fan, because I think we're quite similar in terms of pace. But yeah, sadly he had to retire, and I took the place. And that was pretty much it for interesting things. I think I would have got to the end on this set of tyres. The times, well, compared to myself, weren't dropping off. I was getting quicker, but I thought, there's no way that I'm going to catch the guy ahead of me. I think he was about a minute 30 ahead of me. So as I said earlier, this became a bit of a testing session, so I thought, well, let's see what we can do on a fresh set of option tyres with a couple of laps to go, considering I was a lap down by this point. So yeah, we changed on to the option tyre. Sadly though, my lap was quite scruffy, so we join it halfway through the lap here. I did set my fastest lap, but I think I could have gone at least a second quicker, because it was just generally quite scruffy around the whole lap and around the whole race really. But I did enjoy the race. It was really good to race some quality players. Gotta say, the guy who won the race, Italian Blue, who organised the race as well, so thanks a lot, Italian Blue, for sorting that out. His pace was unbelievable. He was a good few seconds quicker than me for the whole race really, and that was it. So yeah, we took a 7th place finish. There's the scoreboard there. Thank you very much for watching.
Points. Nice job.
See you all again soon.